The previous knowledge is Gbeti. This one is what? Gbeti. The other one is Yaku. That's 222. Good damage. This is, you know how to erase good damage. Come and rate it on the board and let us see. Yes. Yes. That is what. So one of them can do the divination and see.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know all of you can do the divination, including the woman. So somebody has to raise his hand if you are ready to do it.
Who is ready? Which of you?
Hallelujah. 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 Makpo boji. Mo fo mi ahoje je ho ta hoji ko se ni ko gba le sabluku. O de nigba be di amoto di amono nigba o nga madan na gboto won na mu daga mo chi avolo ra. O na moto mo chi avolo ofa olomina ovila fofo. Bokor mo fo mlani. Vodzo mo fo mlani kakasa. Ofa educator.
Initiate you for 1 week. You must know how to do divination.
Because I'm about to ask you. Yo impenye for your mama akwa the Kabasha TV so and that's we mrene do say e dey dada dwumede ya mamrefie achechre no aha na e dey Abraham nti say na ni first time I will share station I will share Kabasha TV mesre say obe subscribe na ve watchen kakra but say doma bi be pie was screen channel ami adom ni so e dey am ifiti na ko e dey video foforo bi to your channel ni so why first person I was kasa video na fe so your Facebook ni TikTok like page you know na share video no na fe ja wo comment na wa send bisa a so bisanu fatu dwama na ya kenkan ya de hu emwaye edi amao me say in our previous episode no ya mamoti ase say yen papa bi a ote amamrase a eye EFA aha o shishe school and we see school bi a o kire nkrofo se na ube faso kwanya ube faso edi esra EFA se na be ya wonso ubetimi hu obi daachi mu asem aka kire no anase obi asembia ewo kukuom no otimi ho na wakache nipa no na fe muaye bia ana boa bia wo a ubetimi e de aboa nipa no na afe odi aboa no enti ene ye de atu ye ho so se wo se yembra na yembra behwe se asema okache se school no we see na class sha ase no ya ampara na eno nti ena ye wa ha enti se wo hwe ye chi wa ha won se board no e wo ho fefefe a ya churo Nyama ewoso enti yebebo apen ye papa na afi class no baby a odi edru no odi akyen se afi nso na o share class ni asenso a yebebisa no na afi emwaye bia owo no odi amaye na afi ene class no wa share ase edi amaye na nyina yasua ade edi efremu
ayi bi to tro manya homa no Maya ya ba kpokplo kan ya baza we garo. Aye to sore ya huma kpokplo ya baza we garo. Niwe to sore manya huma kpokplo ya baza we garo. Aye to sore ya huma kpokplo.
Okay, Torgbui.
Yes.
We welcome you today to Kabasha TV.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we are continuing our normal, traditional, and then culture. We are learning about it. So you made us understand that you have a school for people who want to learn about IFA or EFA. So today we are putting it upon ourselves to come around, to come and see if really your class has started, because the previous episode we had with you told us this November you are starting class. So we deem it as an opportunity to come and come and see if really you have started your class. So that's the reason why we are here today. So for the benefit of the doubt, those who don't know you and those who don't know anything concerning what we spoke about in our previous episode, we want you to mention your name and where you are, what you do, so that they will know the kind of person we are having the talk or conversation with today.
Yeah, I am Torgbui Gbeti, Nujo.
Okay.
I'm volta regional coordinator of Ghana Psychic and Traditional Healers Association and bokor.
Okay.
This is a beginning class, as tomorrow, Tuesday, will be the main day for the class.
Okay.
But this one, we are just doing one-on-one classes, that individual classes that you see here.
Okay.
And as we were doing it before you came in, you let us continue.
Okay.
As I told you, a fan has some stages. If you are talking about EFA, we have a stages of a fan. If you want to be a member of a fan, or you are initiated into a fan cult, there are some stages that you have to climb to the end. Like at this time, you are bokor. You are initiated enthusiast. Bokor. From here, when you learn how to do divination and some stages, you have to be elevated into jogbana. Then after that, there are some processes I have to take you through. From there, you reach bokor. Then the rest are alugbede and co, as I taught you already. And the topic of the day is poliduo.
Okay.
That is a fine horoscope. Like you already know that poliduo started from 1 up to. Like if you say Gbe, the follow kpoli is yeku, as you already know. I'm sure you know it. Yeah. So if you are refining it, the previous knowledge is Gbe. This one is what? Gbe. The other one is yeku. That's 222. Yeku or ayeku. Then this and this from the same family, one family. Then you go back to Woli. 2112 Woli. Another one is what? D. You see how I am writing it on the board. When you see 2112, you see 1221. It turns. So Gbe, the double of Gbe is Gbe meji.
Gbe meji.
Yeah, double of this one, pam, 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 making what? Double mage, 2. Gbe mage.
Okay. So you mean 1 single is Gbe. But when it is 2,
it's double. Gbe meji. Yeah, double of Gbe.
Okay.
And also ayeku or yeku. Double of yeku is ayeku meji. And you come back to Woli. Double of Woli is Woli meji. You come back to D. Double of D is D meji. And every one of kpoli has its appellation. For instance, Bemeji, it says what? Ganavuchu majatoligi glinao. Meaning that a child will not deviate from the father's path.
Okay.
As a child, if you are on Bemeji, you have to listen to your father, your parents, whatever I thought they said you should do. You comprehend with them, and the journey will be right for you. Bemeji. Yeah. It is the first kpoli in the first system. If you are on Bemeji, nobody is older than you. You are the top. You are the first son or first child of a fan.
Okay.
So Bemeji, who is Bemeji, on Bemeji? Is there anybody? No. So Then we leave this one. Then who? You are on who? Say it. Gudameji.
You are on what?
Gudameji.
Okay.
Gudameji. This is, you know how to rate Gudameji. Come and rate it on the board and let us see. Vatira Kpojimiakpo. Gudameji.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. That is what? 1, 1, 1, 2. Guda. I told you mage is 2.
Okay.
So his kpoli is on 2 horoscope.
Okay.
Gudameji. Then another pam, 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 pam. Gudameji. So if you are on Gudameji, listen to it. You will do good to people and they will reward you with bad.
If you are on Gudameji.
Gudameji. Okay. You always do good, but they will reward you with what? Bad the result.
Okay.
So what you have to do is, we have to send you to Legba, the icon on the gate, the deity on the gate. So there are some log over there, there are some legumes over there, there are some palm oil over there and other things. We have to go and cleanse you there, so that if you do good to people, they also reward you with good deal.
Good. Because I'm about to ask that, how can one know that this particular what's the Gudameji?
Yeah.
Okay. How can one know that if I am on Gudameji, if I give somebody something or I do good to somebody, the person will reward me with bad result, and I will accept to do this?
It is not that particular message alone. There are some good in Gudameji than the bad. Because if you are on this Gudameji, I only have to guide you, and any small thing you do, you get money, you get wealth.
Okay.
You have to get houses in your life. There are so many things he will engage.
Oh, okay.
That is where if you don't have, you don't give to people.
Okay.
So you become millionaire and you give money to people, they will reward you with a bad deal. That is where if we cleanse you, we do that right, then you get your money, you get your everything that you need. But if you give it to people, they will tax you. They will not reward you with bad. It says in our language, I slaughter a lot of animal given to you and you eat, but I turn to murder human being, you are shouting on me. That is the meaning. That's what we say it. Dance on it. That is that. That is how your kpoli, your destiny, that is kpoli, your star is kpoli. That is how it talks. So you listen to it. We'll continue the next adjournment lesson day, and I will continue it for you. Okay. Yeah. Let us come back to the appellation of the rest of the kpoli duo on the board. Kpoli Gbemeji, as I have already said, that Gbemeji is Ghana Vuchuma Jatoli Jegli now. Wo to wo lo amanyanu de devra mamana huchikuo meton. Meaning that if you are on this kpoli, you need not to be arguing with people. Anything you accept it. If it is bad or good, you say yes, you accept it. Through that, you progress. Okay. But if you want to be having land litigations, problem with problem, saying arguments, it will not permit you to grow up. So you have to make yourself as if you are dealt, you don't listen to anybody, you are visually impaired, you don't see anything. If you live your life like that, you progress, you do everything you like. Let us come back to Ayakumeji.
Ayakumeji.
Yeah. It says what? Pajakama wolo along to Ejokleokpa. The fear of crocodile will not kill it. The body of crocodile will not kill the crocodile because it has its own fear. Okay. So it is not like a sharp point or sharp item that will kill crocodile. Crocodile has he or her own fur. Yeah. But if you are on this realm, Ayakumeji, you need not to go and buy beans, palm oil. No. Going to funeral, it's not permitted.
If you are on
Ayakumeji. Yes.
You can't go to funeral.
Yeah, people will be jealousing you. You see, it is not, I am not saying that you will be on this horoscope before they will tell you. You are born with that. So Efa is just revealing it to you. That this is what you brought to the earth. So we have to, this is how we can solve it for you. That is why I say if you are not initiated into a far court, you may not know who you are. That is where you are initiated into the court to know who you are. You must know who you are. And you know where you are coming to. So Ayakumeji is full of jealousy. People will be jealousing you. People will be saying things that you don't say. People will be interpreting you. Yeah, of your words. Thank you. So if you know that you are on this Ayakumeji, the only thing is you will have to stop eating pepper for 17 days. You have to stop eating palm oil like beans. You avoid it.
For the pepper is for 17 days.
Yes.
But what of
the rest?
The palm oil.
You will not eat it.
You won't eat it.
No. Because do you know beans? The reason of the shape of the beans is like this.
Yes.
Because it has stomach problem. That is why it burns. So if you are on Ayakumeji and you are eating beans, you also face the stomach problem. That's why they will tell you shouldn't have to eat it. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So concerning that, it means that you are born with it. You are not, so your system is not okay with beans.
Yeah.
From your birth.
Yeah.
Not that you are initiated into the.
You had that problem before you've born. So you have to go and open your eye with a fan. After that, they will tell you, oh, this is what you brought to this earth.
Okay.
So they will tell you, if you want to marry only one woman. If you want to go with two women, one will kill you. It is an Ayakumeji. So we have everything before we come. So a file is like a dictionary.
Okay.
If you have a vocabulary, you don't know the meaning, you have to go in for dictionary. So a file is like dictionary.
Okay.
What you brought to this earth, you have to check it. And that's what I am telling you at the class, that your kpoli, this is the taboo. Yeah. I continue with Woli.
So anybody at all, apart from your student, can also come for IFA.
Oh, really?
To look about his or her lifestyle issues.
Even though this woman was initiated into a far court from different place.
Okay.
She just came to learn.
Okay.
So everybody can come and learn.
Okay.
Only if you are initiated into it. But if you are not, yes. If you are not, you cannot learn it. Yeah. Okay. You have to, you see, here this class, when you come and you are initiated into that court, you come and learn how a fan is. You must know how to do divination.
Okay.
Me, I will force you to learn it because you cannot use your money just like that. If you know it, you must know the details. So one of them can do the divination and see.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know all of you can do the divination, including the woman. Okay. So somebody has to raise his hand if you are ready to do it.
Who is ready? Which of you? Okay, you want to do the definition for us. All right, come and demonstrate that to us. Okay, so
your kpoli is what? Low solely.
Okay.
Low solely. It says meaning you are a log, a big tree, But you bring some small ones. Like when you go to forest, you see the big tree, you see the small ones.
Like an offspring.
Yes. And when the harmattan season, what will happen? You see that all of the small one will dry. And if there is a fire, the fire will burn the small one attached to the big one. So according to his horoscope, if you have a children and your niece and nephew, I may say that. Okay, if any group at all you are, if you are older than them, do not allow them to do whatever they want to do. You guide them. If not, that fire will burn them and attach to you. Okay. So you must know how to comport group, how to talk to your group. You put them online. Yeah. Your courtesy must be very strong, that if you want to stay with me, you must not do this and that and that and that. Okay. Is it clear? Yes. Okay, then come and do the deduction.
All right, so viewers, just like we said in our previous episode, our father made us known that he is establishing a school concerning IFA. All right, so we deem it as an opportunity to come this November, as he promised that the class will be starting. We are around, or we've come around to come and check if actually his class has started. And lo and behold, when we came, he is already in class with some of the students, those who agree or those who accepted to learn about IFA and to be initiated into that, so that they can determine or tell you your problems concerning your life using the IFA definition. It's already going on. So the young man you are seeing here right now is a student who has learned a lot already from the teacher. So he's here to demonstrate what he has learned so far. So that's what you are seeing here. So let's just go back to him and continue with the program. Okay.
Hallelujah. 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 Makpo boji la. Omo pom la hojeje horota hoji kushi ni ko gbali sabluku. O dani gba be dia moto dia mono nigba won ga madana gboto won na mu daga mo chiavolora. O na moto mo chiavolo ofa olomina ovila fofo vi agba mo logu otokwo vi ma choka. O ka vi gbedi ebe da mo le kulipo ocho dara gbelipo. O won hije to mo chi ato sakito fo ye va na go fo ye mo chiavolora. O na moto mo chiavolo legba agbo odi enwo plani pla. Amonomiji madanga osa avok legba ta chovo mo ko mo chiavolora. O na moto mo chiavolo afoli afok logodo dokuno me achiche na shunwa apoto na gbla ohun apote afomo tayeyamu. O na moto mo chiavolo poli dudu poli jogbo ye ku meji wole meji lo so meji gole meji abla meji akla meji guda meji sa meji ka meji futu meji tula meji lete meji chi meji fu meji. O na moto mo chiavolo bukon no kutu moto bukon mo no kutu mo buko vi pa o mo chiavolo bukon no gbotu moto Tonya Gbeti me chiavolo ahia buga maru me chiavolo bukon mo no agbotu mo buko vi pa o. O na moto mo chiavolo achafu amu togbodo kata me chiavolo toka kata pusaka kata me chiavolo tobi dakpo ja me chiavolo nya kata ya ba didi ya ba segbe kankan. O na moto mo chiavolo fata homo vodo zo de zo do me chiavolo mi kani bol okay. Ahai kaka. Wow.
Afi Nigeria. Mabio. No one kata vo. Nkata ojobe na ko achiden kule ahaden.
Nrekwala ba mayo afa. Mayo kata mayo to amayiku. Amonogbo. Mayo kata pese. Mono kata wa ho hata pa no po nya wo maya pese no po mo. No va glona.
Okay. So viewers, what you are seeing here is a demonstration of the IFA definition from our young brother here. So after chanting or doing his incantation, I asked I saw him pouring some water and then that of drink on the floor. So I asked him, why did he have to do that before continuing with whatever he's doing right now? And he made it known to me that the reason why he did that is that some of their ancestors has passed away, and so with what he has just did, it means he has invited all those that have already died and gone. The spirit are the ones he called, or he invite them to come and witness what he's about to do, or the person who brought his or her problems, whatever the person brought about or brings, they are calling the spirits to come and witness and also tell them what they have to do to help the person. So that's the reason why he poured the water and the drink. So we are getting closer to him for him to continue. Okay, Tami Ideji.
P. Bokor mo pom lami. Bokor mo pom lami. Vodzo mo pom lami. Vodzo mo pom lami kaka sa. Efa edzukero. Blemi glo kaka ngo jinjali. Edzovanyo. Birapo. Edzovanyo je to kaka ngo. Ba ko vojami abo. Edzovanyo va de vogbe. Ovodzori va nge vofa. Efa kpo nya va nge. Efa kpo do va nge. Edonovie nye ku. Eku ma do zana. Ahegba ka gbegu pe efa. Vujala jala yo, blemi glo, kaka ngo, ujinjali, chai. Ngoli ma, ngoli ake, eba vujala kpai. Blemi glo, kaka ngo. Gudabla. Diabla. Eba vujala kpai.
Eba nkan kuko.
Eba to ni, enya. Enya.
Enya. Onyala jim.
Kaka ngo. Birapo. Gbeti. Aba aba nyala.
Aba to onyala jim. We say simple.
Aba to nyala jim.
Oh, let us end it there for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nyaka na bia efa. Alo nkanti na wo efa kokudo.
Mreku me akava pu okonyi mi ke efana. Na mi na ma yo togbo ayo ngovo mi ke fane. Ipese vata na mi dekpan la mi po ipese. Na mi dekpan la mi va po ipese va nyu. Okay. No nyu va de vogbe. Yo va to enya. Na mi bia ba nya mari, enya ma la jima. You be a.
Okay. So viewers, what has just been demonstrated here is that said the person came, brought his issue, but the person will not tell him or her who is doing the initiative or the definition to know that, oh, this is my problem or this is that. They will just give you something and give you time to hold closer to your mouth and say all your words into it, and after that you place the thing on the mat. So after placing the thing on the mat, that's where they will go into the IFA itself for the IFA to tell them what you actually brought here. So whatever you brought here, whatever the problems you comes with, it is the IFA that will tell them, this is the problem you came with. And they will tell you, then you compare to whatever the IFA brought about and see if truly the problem you brought was really what the IFA has spoken about. Okay. Chugoma jejia. Nyamodo misa goma be alomi kpo be efa nya minya enya musesade ha no time amagade majibe you are atere amachichun abasron kokude afaun at your age efaya menelefia emakajo maybe you be around 11-12 years kaka you understand some the side goma chu miani experience na strong kpele ya mi omi le bubumbe enya musesade vovototo kalama fade musese onya ye na menya musese on de leke na bloga na made ba wa tere amachichu abaso ifa
reko fa menya musese re konyo ko na ganu kpo male avo ebobo
cause me on a chant fi anya atako 1 hour afia strong deka lem
no initiative
no na ho fa ko anyare.
Okay, you. So, all right, viewers. So I just asked my brother or our son here that some of us has been thinking that IFA is a very difficult thing, and it comes with spiritual things. So we are finding it difficult to come closer to those who understand or know IFA to come and learn from it. That's why some of us don't want to come and pick our phones to learn what IFA is about, because we are thinking IFA is a difficult thing. So what is the experience between our thinking and his thinking? And it's like, oh, IFA is a very simple thing for you to know or to understand. The only problem is when you come and you are being initiated into it, then everything will be normal to you. If you are home right now, you see it as a difficult thing. But when you come, pick your form, and then they initiate you into the IFA. I mean, in 30 seconds, you can do a whole lot of things concerning IFA. Okay. That ever demonstrate. One so alo nunya anekbo kokude IFA. Tamia tere dadibo ha kuna yakpotokwa. Okay. Alright, so viewers, he has done his part. He's just finished his part. So we are coming back to our father for him to continue with the lesson.
Yeah. Thank you very much. That is some of the practical aspect of it. Yeah, I think all of them can do.
All of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as you have they initiate you for 1 week, you must know how to do divination.
Because I'm about to ask you, how long can it take one person?
1 week, a week, only a week. You know how to do the divination. Really? Yeah. Wow. Let us ask the woman, the lady among them, that what exactly kpoli came on the mat. You should stand up and tell us.
Okay.
Foodie, very good. Yeah. Kpoli foodie, fine. That is the kpoli came on the mat. Hey. Yeah, that the person who came to do the consultation, his or her destiny is foodie. Foodie, as the lady has mentioned.
Okay, so what is the meaning of foodie?
Yeah, foodie means the appellation is a fodomadochia emefie no tomakpo. Whatever at all you eat into your stomach, you bring the natural call by all means. So that is that. So telling the one who just came for the consultation that what he has done, it is there for her.
Okay. So if
something that you have planted, you reap it. Okay. So the person must stop doing bad to people. Because if you do bad, it turns back to you. That is the beginning. Okay. I can tell her or he a lot about the foodie. Yeah. But you tell the person not to go and to to be in association as such, the person's business will collapse on the way. So, and he will be disturbed. The person will be disturbed by the wizardry powers. So those are the problems he's facing. So we have to take the person out of that boundary. We rescue him or her. That's all. Okay. I have a lot. Yeah. When the kpoli foodie came on the mat, the nurse, the diviner brought D, B, and B. Gbeti. So where is which side will you pick the yes or no? Which side? Gbeti, here or here? Someone should stand up and tell us. Yeah? Gbeti.
You pick it.
Yeah. Gbeti. Because B is older than D. I told you B is the first son of the EFA. So the smaller cannot decide for the older.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that is how we do our thing. After that, I have to prepare them the gumaga. That is the line the boy was erasing.
Okay.
I have to do that, prepare that for them, and they have to go and do their own business. Yeah.
Before you continue with this, I've asked you this question for about 3 or 4 times on her previous episode. Yeah. I would love to ask again. Maybe someone didn't watch the previous episode. EFA definition. When we are reading, we all know that we read this way, but EFA reads the other way. Why is it so?
Yeah, that is how EFA came in. EFA read from the right hand side to the left hand side. It's different from writing ABC or 1, 2, 3. That is how it comes. So you cannot go to anywhere at all. If you see anybody erasing the polio from the left hand to the right hand, tell the person that no, it's not a real bokor. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So can we continue now?
Yeah, we can continue.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have any question to ask for the difu? Foodie. Is there anybody have any question to? No, but kpoli foodie de, yo daddy de, nukaye opono tue. Because we can see food there, we can see D. So food is significance of what? Nuke fua nyan le kpoli ame. Fu. Yes.
Aku fua punto afura da America afula in China.
Yes. Yeah. He is saying that the splitted one, fu, stands on causing an abortion.
Okay, so
foodie. There's two things together. Okay. But if it is fu, then fu meji. If it's D, is D meji. Okay. But foodie, you combine them, fu and D. Okay. The fu is here, the D is here.
Okay, so we are talking about the fu.
Yes, fu itself is talking about the abortion. If the kpoli has, like he was saying that we can pick the right from the left hand side. If perhaps he talks about the right, and I will tell you, okay, then the person has caused an abortion.
Okay.
But if it is not like that, then the person will be attempted to cause an abortion. So you have to warn the person not to do that, not to put his or her mouth into that matter any longer. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So what about the D?
The D? Communiquer le D, madame. Yes. Okay, Gloraka. What Gloraka? He mentioned, no, I don't want to mention more. You mention only one, and somebody also mention.
So you said the fu is for abortion. Yeah. Now we are on the D. Okay.
So what are the taboos in D? D.
Okay.
EFA no ni amana ni amije poko.
Somebody else.
Tawde.
Fabona manani IFA ko.
Bala the bokor. Mema. Makaha.
Okay.
Yeah. There are a lot of things that they have mentioned. The palm oil, the beans itself, the palm itself, the palm kernel oil itself, and then if you don't take time, people will come and bury some spiritual icon at your gates. So you tell the person to be awake, and you advise the person to do some small rituals on the gates, and that will stop that devilish powers.
Okay,
yeah.
so the beans and the oil they mentioned is for what? It means you will not eat.
But you are not initiated into the EFA. You just came for consultation.
You have came for
consultation. If you came for consultation, they only tell you that you should not eat it for some number of days. And even though if you have money to buy the stuff to perform the rite, after you do it, then you can eat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No. All right. So viewers, we are talking to Torgbui Gbeti Nujo about his EFA school. Like I said earlier on, he made us known that he's establishing a school, and the form is out for everyone who is interested of learning anything concerning EFA, and to be initiated into the EFA too. If you are ready, pick your form and then you come to class. So he made us known that the class is starting this November. So we came around to come and check whether it's true that his class is starting or has started already. So lo and behold, today we came and we met these beautiful people here who are already in class. They have come to pick their forms and already, so they have started class. So it's still not late yet. If you still want to join this class, you can pick up the form, or you can still call Torgbui's number as it's rolling under the screen, and then call him for your clarification and anything you want to know about EFA school. You just ask him, and then he will tell you the way forward, how to get to this place and how to start your class. Torgbui, we want to ask you this question concerning the EFA. Can one come just to take the EFA and also to dictate about him or his life, or the person can also come and take it and work on it, or use it as a business or something?
Yeah. If you come to EFA, you can come for initiation. And if you decide not to do it as a business, I will not force you. Okay. But if you want to do it as what I'm doing now, I'll take you through. So you may decide not to be part of it or not be part of it. Okay. If you want to learn it and be doing the divination too, I'm ready to teach you. Okay. If you want to do it but you don't want to learn the divination too, I'm ready to do it for you, so that you know your left and right. What is good for you, what are not good for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So viewers, please pick the number and call our father, and then get your clarification or anything you want to know from him. The class has started and we don't want to waste much time, so we are ending our episode here. I know he's continuing the class with the student, so we are ending it here, so that in the next day or some other time we can come around and then get something from him again. So Torgbui, thank you very much for your time today. We don't want to waste your time in class because your students are still waiting. So your last word concerning today's episode, so that we'll leave you to continue with your students.
Okay. Hallelujah. Yes, sir. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So what I want to tell my viewers is to, in fact, I used to say this, that as a human being, you must know what EFA is. You must know it. Neither you are Christian nor you are Muslims. Try to know your destiny, your star, so that you know the particular work is designed for you. If you don't know, if you don't initiate into a EFA court, maybe you may learn carpentry work, but you choose to learn fitting. So you must be initiated. That is why people go to have the big job, but they lose it. People have the company, but it is losing. So try to come to our aims and learn something about EFA, and you see how your way will be clear. Thank you very much.
Thank you too. Okay, so viewers, thank you for your time. We've just spoken with Torgbui Gbeti Nujo concerning his school about EFA. So please just pick the number like I said and call him, and then also get into this class or come and be a student and also learn and demonstrate this EFA definition, just like our young brother just did here right now. So my name is Nakote Solomon Sunday. We'll be coming your way some other time, but for now, if today is your first time watching us, the station you are watching is Kabacha TV. Just pick and just subscribe, and then you wait for a while. Get a notification bell. Press on the bell. And then from today onwards, if we put any video on our channel, you'll be the first person to be notified. We are also live on Facebook and that of TikTok. Just like the page, share the video, and leave your comment or your question. We are going to give you all the answers to all that you have asked. We are leaving you today so that our father can continue the class with his student. We are leaving you. So bye-bye. See you next time.